Here we have discussed about the damping behavior of the system when the system is lightly damped. So instantaneous value of any oscillatory variable, which is x in the case of displacement. In case of mechanical oscillator, it is a displacement, and when we have discussed the case of electrical oscillator, it is charge. So x is equal to this value we have reduced earlier. So this expression we have already. So now we are going to determine the damping constants, which are A1 and A2. So we are going to have a complete set of solution where A1 and A2 values would be discussed, and then after would be filled in this here, and then we will have the value of x. So when we measure the time, when the displacement of the mechanical oscillator is maximum. So at that time this displacement is A naught, and the time is measured from that instant. So the time t is equal to 0. So it means that time t is equal to 0, we have value of x is equal to A naught. So we are using when we are starting the time from the instant where the amplitude is maximum. So this is A naught value. So also if x is equal to A naught, x is having the maximum value, at that time velocity is 0. So t is 0, it means v is 0, it means at t is equal to 0, dx by dt should be equal to 0. So now we are applying these two conditions in this equation. So we are putting the value t as 0 in all the equations. So x is equal to A naught. So what we are left with, like I have written this same equation. So if x is equal to A naught and t is equal to 0, so minus b into 0, here also A1 e raised to power root b square minus omega naught square into 0 plus A2 e raised to power minus root b square minus omega naught square into 0. So this is all we have. So we are now getting here A naught is equal to, this would be equal to 1. So A1 multiplied by 1 plus A2 multiplied by 1. So overall we have A naught is equal to A1 plus A2. So this is what we got, A1 plus A2 is equal to A naught. The other thing is we need to apply this condition, t is equal to 0, dx by dt is equal to 0. So we are now calculating the differentiation of this. So when we are differentiating this equation, so we will get dx by dt is equal to e raised to power minus b into t. We are taking this as one function and the other as the second function, like u into v. So we are first differentiating the v part, then we will write the b part as it is, and then we will differentiate with respect to t, this function, basically u function. So we can write now A1 e raised to power root b square minus omega naught square into t, and here we have root b square minus omega naught square, and on the other hand we have A2 e raised to power under root b square minus omega naught square, and here we have under root b square minus omega naught square. This is here it is also t and it is my negative sign. So this is one thing, and the other thing is A1 e raised to power under root b square minus omega naught square t plus A2 e raised to power minus under root b square minus omega naught square into t. This is where v function multiplied by differentiation of u, like this differentiation of this. So we are getting here e raised to power minus b into t multiplied by minus b. So this is what we have got. Okay, so this is what we have. Now we are filling everywhere t is equal to 0, and with this is equal to 0 also. So when I am putting 0, I am getting e raised to power 0 multiplied by A1 e raised to power again 0 and b square minus omega naught square I can put negative over here, minus a2 under root of b square minus omega naught square, and this all e raised to power 0. I'm writing here 0 because when t is equal to 0, this whole part would be equal to 0. So e raised to power of 0 I'm writing here. Next, plus this, sorry, minus b I should write, minus b e raised to power 0, and in between the bracket a1 e raised to power 0 plus a2 e raised to power 0. So what I have is, with me is a1 under root b square minus omega naught square minus a2 under root b square minus omega naught square minus b a1 minus b a2. So when I am adding both the parts, so I would have coefficient of a1, sorry, minus b a1 plus a2 and under root b square minus omega naught square a1 minus a2. So this is what I am getting after filling the values. So this equation, the same equation we have got here. Okay, so I have just solved it completely just to show you. So we also we have a1 plus a2 is equal to a naught. This is the earlier equation that we have derived. So a1 plus at we can fill here a naught. So I will have minus b a naught plus under root b square minus omega naught square, and I can write here a1 minus a2 as it is. Okay, so I am having a1 minus a2 is equal to, this I am getting on the left hand side, so b naught a naught divided by, because this is multiplying it by, so in this part it would be divided like this. So I am having this equation, a1 minus a2 is equal to this, and the other equation is a1 plus a2 is equal to a naught. So I can easily find the two values of a1 and a2. Yes, I'll just show you. So I have these two equations. Okay, so if I need to I just need to solve these equations to find the values of a1 and a2. Okay, so I'm just going to add both of these equations to find the value of a1. Okay, so when I'm adding both equations, so this would be, the a2 part would be cancelled. So I will have 2a1 is equal to a naught plus b upon under root b square minus omega naught square a naught. Okay, so I would have this a naught 1 plus b upon under root b square minus omega naught square like this. Okay, so here I would write like this, a1 and 2 would be divided here. So this is the equation for a1. Okay, so when I need to calculate a2, so what I will do, I will just either fill the value of a1 in this equation or in this equation, or I can subtract both equation. Okay, so when I am subtracting both equation, this would be cancelled, and the sign of here negative sign would be changed to positive sign, and this here I would have negative sign. Okay, so I would have 2a2, okay, a1 plus a2 is equal to a naught minus b upon under root b square minus omega naught square a naught. Okay, so finally I would have a2 is equal to a naught 1 minus b is, just a second, b square minus omega naught square, this, and this 2 would be written over here. Okay, so this is the value of a2 and this is the value of a1. So these these a1 and a2 are called the damping constants, and this we have determined from the initial conditions. The same things you can apply to electrical oscillator as well. So we would have, instead of a naught, we would have here q naught. So at that time we would have value of a1 is equal to q naught by 2, 1 plus b upon under root b square minus omega naught square, and we would have A2 is equal to Q naught by 2, 1 minus P square upon omega naught square, like this. So we would have these two equations. Just we have replaced x by q, so that we could replace a naught by q naught. And in case of mechanical oscillator, the value of B is small r upon 2m, while in case of electrical oscillator, this is mechanical oscillator, and in case of electrical oscillator, same B is equal to capital R, which is resistance, upon 2L. So this is inductance. And also we have omega naught square as S upon M, and here we have omega naught square like 1 upon LC. So these are the just differences between the mechanical oscillator and the electrical oscillator.